Hey guys, K-357 coming to you here from Carolina Firearms Training Gun Sales Incorporated. We're located at 1606 Westover Drive in Sanford, NC 27330. Our phone number is area code 919-708-5475. Today is Sunday, December the 10th. It's in the afternoon. I want to bring a video to you here. I guess I'll label it Cleaning Your Glock Made Easy. One thing about Glocks that I like is, other than being great, reliable combat guns, is they're easy to break down, they're easy to clean, and if you clean one Glock, you clean them all. Those of you that own Glocks know exactly what I'm talking about. They're all pretty much made the same. We still carry, the agency that I work at, we carry Glock 21s chambered in 45 ACP. However, the Glock 17 is making a big comeback that's being used at some agencies now, along with the SIG P320 chambered in 9mm. The gun that I'm using today is the new Glock 19 Generation 5 chambered in 9mm. The Glock 19 pretty much is about the best selling gun that Glock makes. We sell more Glock 19s, honestly, probably, well, we sell a lot of the Glock 43s, which is a great gun for concealed carry, but they're about tit for tat. But the 19, the 17 is what Glock started out with, but the 19 is a great compact handgun holding 15 rounds in the magazine. So enough of that, let's get to the cleaning part. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that this gun's empty. So we're going to remove the source of feed. We're going to lock the slide back and make sure that that chamber is clear, which it is. Then with the Glock, we're going to press the trigger. I'm going to hold this gun, manipulate it to where I can pull this slide back about a 1/16 of an inch, and then your takedown tabs here, pulling them down at the same time because there's one on the other side located in the same direction. We're going to pull your slide off. We're going to select that here. We're going to set the frame down. Then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to take my recoil spring assembly out. And that just comes right out. I'm going to set it down, take the barrel out, and the slide out. And there you have it. The gun is down into 4 parts there. You have your slide, your barrel, your recoil spring, and your frame. Of course, the magazine, I've got that set off the side. So as far as cleaning goes, first thing we want to do is we just want to wipe this magazine down with 100% cotton t-shirt, if you will. What I recommend is you take a t-shirt from home, an old discarded t-shirt, cut it up into sections and use that. You don't want to use paper towels or any other thing there that could potentially literally scratch the finish perhaps, or if nothing else, you're going to leave a lot of lint behind, things like that. Your 100% cotton t-shirts are awesome for using for cleaning your gun. All right, so you don't need to go out there and buy any kind of special cloth or anything. So the magazine is wiped down. We definitely don't want to use any oil on the magazine because we don't want to get the primers and the bullets infected, rendering it pretty much useless. If oil gets in those primers and contaminates it, the gun may not fire. If I was a betting man, I'd probably say that it wouldn't. So then we have the other remaining pieces. Your recoil spring assembly, same thing. We just want to wipe that down with our cotton cloth. We don't want to put any oil on it or anything. We're just going to wipe that down. If you live in a dusty area and you're shooting and your environment is conducive to a lot of dusty conditions, you may find that you know, you're going to have some dust collection on these surfaces here. Where I'm at in North Carolina, really don't have that problem much. Pretty much when I pull these recoil assembly springs out, they look exactly the same as when they were in or before or after. So I'm going to set this off. That's all I need with that there. So as far as stuff that you need to clean your gun, real simple. I love these bore snakes, these Hops bore snakes. Now I've got one in the package there, and we sell these. They make these for rifles, shotguns, and pistols. I've already got one out of the package, and you might think, well, how in the world is that going to clean my barrel? Because you will run it through the barrel. It has the phosphorus brushes that are built inside. They're built within the bore snake, okay? And then you've got your weighted end that goes into the barrel, and I'll show you what I'm talking about just in a little bit. I recommend some just good old break-free CLP. That's cleaner, lubricant, and protectant or preservative. It does everything all in one. I've been using this stuff for years. And it works great. It's because with the Glocks, you know, you're not really going to need any other lubricant other than the CLP. With Glocks, less is better as far as oil goes. Then, this is a gun cleaning brush, but you can use a regular discarded toothbrush from home, okay? This just so happens to be a gun brush, and we sell these here at the store, but a regular discarded toothbrush from home will work just fine. And then also, I love to use, and I've already used this already just a little bit, but I love to use just plain old Q-tips for getting down in those cracks and crevices and hard to get to places to get that extra carbon buildup out after you've scrubbed it and cleaned it. So what I'm going to do is, with my barrel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my CLP, and of course they give you a little tubing here that attaches onto the top of this aerosol spray, and when you spray it out, it's sort of like a foam. So what I do is I spray some into the barrel. You'll see it foam up, and make sure you get plenty of that solution on your feed ramp there, and then I will set that off to the side, let it sit for just a little bit, and then I will take my toothbrush, spray a little bit of CLP on the toothbrush. I don't really spray it into the slide here, and here's just one reason why. Let me get my little dental tool. As you can see, the firing pin is right there, right? So as I'm scrubbing and cleaning, I don't want the slide tilted this way. I want the slide tilted this way. In other words, firing pin down, because I don't want to get gook and all that crap down into the hole there where that firing pin is, because over time it could cause the firing pin not to compress properly, and then the gun may not fire. So you want to kind of keep this tilted down. Just remember, firing pin down when you're cleaning. So I'll spray that solution on my brush, spray it in it, and then I'll start scrubbing. You'll see when you shot this gun, if you shot it any at all, you'll see the carbon build up in there, and you want to scrub all that there as well. And then I'll just kind of set that off to the side. Then I will take my frame, spray just a little bit, very little bit of the CLP on the brush, and I will clean these surfaces here and clean these rail surfaces here as well. I tried to keep the cleaner from going down into the magazine well. You want to keep that dry. If you do get a little bit down in there, it's no big deal. Just use your cloth and clean that out. And then what I'm going to do is, once I clean all that, then I'll start with this and I'll wipe all my excess off, because over time this is going to become saturated a little bit with oil too. Now I'm not talking about soaking wet saturated, but you're going to have a little bit of the lubricant in there. So spray all that off. In other words, it's going to be fine. There's no need to add any extra oil to that, anything there on the Glock. Your gun might require a little bit more oil, and that's fine, but the Glock does not. Then I'm going to move back to my slide. I'm going to take and I'm going to wipe out all the excess crud in there from cleaning. Remember, keeping the firing pin pointed down. And then this is where the Q-tip comes into play. It works really nice getting into all these little gullies and crannies and things like that for cleaning that carbon built up out. Just a regular, ordinary Q-tip. Wipe all the excess off there, wipe off my slide and so forth, and set that down. Then I'm going to come to the barrel. I'm going to take my toothbrush and I'm going to clean that feed ramp there, clean that, scrub that really, really good. Then after I've done that, then I'm going to take my bore snake and I load the weighted end of this bore snake into the barrel. Just grab it, pull it all the way through. Hold on to it good. You're going to feel a little bit of resistance there. And I'm going to do that, I like to do that 3 times. Okay, after I've done that, that barrel in there is going to be whistle clean. And then I will take my 100% cotton cloth and wipe off any excess as well. If I put any oil, actually gun oil on this gun, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put a drop or 2 on my finger, and I will cover the barrel and so forth in that. But other than that, that's kind of it, guys. And then I will take a little drop of oil, just a drop. Same thing there. Put a little drop there on the feed ramp right there, and I'll take and wipe off any excess with my cloth. Listen, that's it. The gun is clean. Okay. So then we're going to put it back together. Well, I'll show you this after I put it back together. So anyway, we're going to take our slide. We're going to drop our barrel back down in there like so. Then I'm going to take my recoil spring. I'm going to place it back in there. I'm going to push it so it sets in behind this lug. And as you can see, it's not coming apart there. And then this is important. So we want to line all this up. Line your rails up with the slide. And what I'll do is, once I get it on there, I won't go any further back until I'll do this a couple times just to make sure that it's on there correctly. And then I'll use downward pressure and the gun's back together. It's just that simple. It's back together. There's my magazine. Gun's clean, back together. ready for service. Another thing I like about the Glocks too, it has no loaded when up indicator on there, but what I like about the Glock, okay, push my finger there on the extractor and all that smooth going all the way across. If I had a round in the chamber, even at nighttime, I could push my finger across there and that extractor would be out slightly to where it would be uneven, and I would know instantly that there's a round in the chamber. Of course, if there wasn't a round in the chamber, you could see a little bit of brass there too, but that's sort of unique to the Glocks. Didn't know if you knew that or not. But anyway, once again, this is a Glock Generation 5, and this is cleaning your Glock made easy, coming from KDOD 357. I've got probably another video or two I may bring to you today, but I'm going to sign off here right now. And don't forget that we are giving away a Bodyguard 380 January the 1st. You still got plenty of time to get tickets for that. They're only $1 a piece. Don't forget, transfers are just 19 bucks here. And I got a few things I got to do on my Gunbroker account, so I will see you a little later. Stay armed, stay safe.